Well, hi everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag. I'm Bill Murphy, and I am joined with Vinny Levine. Vinny, how are you today, my friend?
Hey everybody, I'm good.
Okay, I think we need to address the elephant in the room, don't we?
Go right ahead.
Or in this case, the elephant that's
not in the room.
Okay, Justin unfortunately could not be here tonight. He got tied down with something. And JT is taking the night off. So, wow, Vinny, this is our first time you and I doing a podcast together.
Technically, if you count our radio days, were days where it was two of us and other people. So,
well, no, it was just the two of us.
That's true, and there's a lot of that's a historical moment.
Yeah, well, put this day in your history book. August 27th, this year of our Lord, 2025.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be Vinny and myself tonight. So, okay, we got an interesting topic for you. For some parts of the country, school comes back. School starts this week, and for where we are, school goes back next week. I know, boo, hiss, whatever. But, and you know, when you're in school, you're going to have to deal with teachers. There are some teachers who have done very well and hold a special place in our hearts. But we're not talking about those tonight, are we?
No, we're not.
These are the ones you love to hate. These are the ones that you absolutely despise. These are the ones, the minute you hear your friends have them and you've already had them, you're telling them to run for the freaking hills.
Exactly.
Or if you're in college, you're telling them, yeah, you might want to go switch out and get another professor.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, we are counting down our top 5 worst teachers in television and film. So, yes. You know what we got to say to these teachers, Vinny?
Yes.
Hey, exactly. Teachers, leave us
those kids alone.
No, really, leave us alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you want to go first?
I actually have a honorable mention, if that's okay.
Excellent, go right ahead.
Mrs. Krabappel from The Simpsons. I know what you're all thinking. Why is she not on the list? Okay, a little description. She's a teacher who you can tell is not very good at her job.
Yeah.
She's flirtatious and she's like my favorite, like she drinks a lot, she smokes a lot. Like, I don't know if you remember this Simpsons episode. Bart's like, lousy teacher, and Mrs. Krabappel is like, lousy hangover.
I think I do.
Yeah, she comes to school hungover. And her voice actress, who sadly passed away, I don't know if you saw this after she died. You know, the gag in the beginning of The Simpsons when they have the Bart writing lines.
Yes.
I saw it floating around online. They had Bart writing, "We will miss you, Mrs. Krabappel."
Yeah, it's actually a very, very moving tribute, and they haven't recast her since.
No, they haven't. We will miss you, Mrs. Krabappel.
Yeah.
But, you know, here's why she's not exactly on the list. Yes, she smokes, she drinks, but, dude, she has freaking Bart Simpson as a student.
Yeah. I actually have a bit
I
of
had him as a student. I'd be drinking too.
I actually have a bit of knowledge on why. I mean, I would have had her on this list too, but the only problem is there is episodes later in The Simpsons where she actually really does care about Bart. She just does. She has a weird way of showing it. I couldn't put her on the list.
Yeah, she does. In the later seasons, there's the episode when she marries Ned Flanders.
Yes.
And Bart gives her advice, and she's actually very receptive towards it.
Yes. I really couldn't put her on this list. I wanted to, but there's much worse teachers.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear about them. Okay,
Yes, we are.
My first.
Oh, you go first. Yes.
My number 5 is Mr./Miss Garrison from South Park.
I actually have him on my list too.
Where is he on your list?
Higher up.
Okay. So Mr. Garrison is just a absolute scumbag. He's not one. I think he's okay. You know what? Unlike some of the other teachers, I think he does somewhat try. Like he does not care about his students.
Yeah, he's a interesting teacher at best.
I feel like he's just that teacher who just comes in and just, okay, I'm doing my job. Now just give me my freaking paycheck so I can go home.
And he's a weird man.
In some ways, I can kind of understand him because in many states, teachers are very underpaid.
Agreed.
And they're doing all this work for very little pay.
Exactly.
So in some ways, I can understand. But in other ways, the way he treats his students, like there are times he's not even trying. He just puts on videos.
That happens to happen to all of us in school, though. So,
Mr. Garrison, are we going to do anything instead of watching Barnaby Jones all day? Now, shut up. And then there's the episode with listen, I don't care about people's sexuality. If you're gay, you're gay. But you know that episode when he wasn't going to be hired because he was gay, and then he was... You know what episode I'm talking about, Benny?
I think I do to an extent, yes.
When we first met Mr. Slate.
Yes, and Mr. Hat. Don't forget Mr. Hat.
Oh, Mr. Hat. We miss Mr. Hat.
I do too. Look at him.
But then he basically exploits himself just so, like, hey, if we fire you because you're gay, you could sue us and get a shit ton of money.
That is true.
And then he just exploits that, and listen, it has nothing to do with his sexuality. It has him to do being a total ass.
Exactly.
And the reason why, and I like this episode, he's just such a ass.
I agree.
And I think he kind of, in a way, exploits the parents' feelings.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, we can't be mad at him because of his sexuality, and basically giving him a free pass to be an ass.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from on that one.
And before someone attacks me, I just want to say this. Asses come in many ways, shape, or forms. Black, white, straight, gay.
Exactly.
If you're an ass, you're an ass. Regardless of your race, gender, sexual orientation. If you're an ass, you're an ass. Everyone's equal.
Yep.
All asses are equal. All assholes video are equal. Hey, we're very pro-equality for assholes, aren't we, Vinny? We're very pro-equality for assholes, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, but no, but the way he treats his students, and the way he exploits his students just for his own agenda. Like the episode after he transitions, and he's trying to,
Yeah.
and they give them basically the thing of that project when two students have to take care of eggs, as form for a baby, and Mr. Slate is now getting married to Big Gay Al.
Oh, I remember that character. I love that character.
And guess what, Vinny? I'm super! Thanks for asking!
Exactly.
And okay, I love that scene in that movie.
Great movie.
You all want to see more of me?
Oh, I would.
But anyway, but then they try to he pairs an egg with I think it was with Kyle and Stan, and then he wanted to show it to the city hall for something about not legalizing gay marriage. But what happens is he basically hires someone to make sure the egg doesn't get there, just to prove a point.
Oh yeah, I don't remember this episode well, but dang.
Yeah, like they're trying to run to City Hall, and there's like explosions, and the assassin who he hired is trying to kill them and get the egg broken.
Those are students, man.
What was that?
Those are students, and he's doing all this stuff.
Yeah, so it shows why he's a terrible person.
Exactly.
So yeah, my number 5 is Mr. Garrison from South Park. All right, Vinny, what's your number?
My number 5 is one we both know very well. The school teacher from The Wall.
Okay.
So there's not really much said about the man in the movie itself.
We don't really know about him.
All we know about him is that when we grew up and went to school, there were certain teachers who would hurt the children any way they could by pouring their derision upon anything we did, exposing every weakness, however carefully hidden by the kid. That's a lot of teachers out there, and if you listen closely enough to the song "The Hero's Return" off the Final Cut by Pink Floyd, that goes into detail as to why the teacher is the way he is. He fought in the war. He's definitely got PTSD, and still didn't give a pass for what he put the students through, as you can tell. But yeah. And as we will both say again, hey, teacher, leave those kids alone.
All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
Exactly. Look at that thing. You can't tell me that thing looks like a good teacher, can you?
I never thought he'd come to no good.
Exactly.
Well, he does come and testify in the end.
Yeah, exactly, but not in a good way.
Call the schoolmaster.
Yeah.
Call the schoolmaster.
You can't eat your meat. How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Yeah, how can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
You can't.
Eat your meat, then eat your pudding.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, I yield.
Okay, my number 4 is Elizabeth Housley from the movie Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz. And you know what? Okay, she forgets her students' names, which, that's like the most innocent thing she does. But she also smokes marijuana in the parking lot of the school.
Yeah.
And then she embezzles school funds from a fundraiser. Doesn't she sound Teacher of the Year material?
No, I remember they had a TV show of this, actually, now to come to think of it. I used to watch that show, of all things.
Yeah, so Cameron Diaz's character is just...
She's not meant to be a good character. She's meant to be a very bad teacher with her drinking and all that stuff.
And she's like hungover at the desk.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Aren't you excited for tomorrow? What is it, Saturday? No, it's the first day of school. Oh, I'm not gonna come. It's mandatory."
I know.
Like, again, some of these teachers I can understand because, again, being a teacher is you're underpaid.
Yeah.
You got to deal with the kids all day.
Exactly.
So some of these teachers, I don't blame them.
I wouldn't either in certain
But on
cases.
the other hand, one, you're coming to class high as hell.
Yeah.
You're embezzling. You're embezzling school funds. You should be in jail.
Amen to that.
So yeah, no, this woman should just. She's not meant to be a teacher. So yeah, that's my number 4. I yield. All right, over to you.
So my number 4, I'm not sure if any of you ever heard of this show, AP Bio.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
With Dennis from It's Always Sunny. So AP Bio is a TV show where Dennis from It's Always Sunny, Glenn Howerton, plays this teacher who's angry. He got passed over for something at like a fancy college. So he literally doesn't even teach. He says, "No, I'm not." He literally says in the first episode, "I'm not teaching." He uses the students to get revenge on people he doesn't like, or to just. I'm trying to remember the exact details of the show. He was an awful teacher, but he was hilarious on it. He was like, good show from what I've seen of it, but man, he is not a good teacher at all. Watch the show if you can. It's done really well for itself on streaming. But man, this guy is just out of all. He doesn't want to teach. He doesn't want. He outright says he does not want to teach at his high school because he wanted to get some fancy philosophy major. Because he has a philosophy major. He doesn't want to teach AP biology. And he's just like, it's an interesting show from what I've seen of it. But damn, is he a bad teacher?
I've never watched it, so I can never.
Heavily recommend it. Find it on streaming.
Now, well, it's Dennis from It's Always Sunny, so
yeah, that's him right there. Anyway, I yield.
Okay, now my number 3. He's a principal, so I guess I'll count it. Yes. My number 3 is Carl Moss from King of the Hill.
Oh, King of the Hill. I love that show.
Okay. Carl Moss is, okay.
He's
Moss,
the principal, yeah.
Yeah, he is the principal. He is okay. If I were to just tell you the first things, you would just think, okay, he just sounds like an average run-of-the-mill teacher.
I know this guy.
He is just apathetic. He just doesn't care about his job. And you know what? I might as well say, this is in the episode I'm actually going to talk about. It's an episode called No Bobby Left Behind. And in the beginning, Hank is with Peggy and their son Bobby, and they're meeting with his teacher, and it turns out he didn't do well on the last test, and while they're fighting with the teacher, who again, this teacher doesn't really care either.
Yeah.
And then they looks to Moss and says, "Hey, you gonna do something?" No, I'm just here so no fights break out. And, because many are called to teaching because, it's a calling.
Yeah.
But to people like him, he's just there because it's,
it's
a job. But that's not what makes him this episode alone puts him on this list. It turns out that the school hasn't been doing good, and the standardized test is coming. And because of the No Child Left Behind Act, yes, thank you, President Bush. Yeah. If they do bad on the test, school could lose funding, and teachers and principals could lose their job. So you know what happens?
What happens?
To remove the to remove the bad scorers, they basically fake that these kids have special needs.
Oh, God.
Therefore, exempting them from the exam.
I don't remember this episode well, but that's not good.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, isn't that illegal? Oh, guess what? It is.
Yes, all over.
That is illegal. Okay, in some states, listen, I don't work in the education field, but having special needs in some states does not grant you an exemption from a standardized test unless it's like a very extreme situation.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a very extreme situation. But no, he basically fakes these kids having special needs so they don't have to take the test to boost the school's test points.
That's a scandal waiting to happen.
And something like that happened in real life. Something like that happened in Atlanta.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were like doing something with the test, or I don't remember the whole thing, but a bunch of teachers, they got in deep shit. Like they got thrown in prison.
Definitely makes sense.
No, like, listen. Oh yeah, and at the end of the episode, what do you think happens to him?
What happens? Nothing?
He gets suspended.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
In the real world, guess what?
What?
He wouldn't just be suspended. He'd be
in jail.
He'd be fired, and yeah, like you said, Vinny, if this happened in the real world, Carl Moss would be in jail. Like, this is
exactly.
This is not just a, this is not just a slap on the wrist.
This is illegal, yeah.
He should be sitting in jail.
Yeah.
This is illegal.
Exactly.
He is a terrible person. So, yeah, that's why. So, yeah, my number 3 is Carl Moss from King of the Hill. All right, dude, over to you.
My number 3 is a teacher from a beloved show called Jimmy Neutron.
What show?
Jimmy Neutron. Remember Jimmy Neutron?
Yes.
So Miss Fowl on Jimmy Neutron. Oh, my God.
Listen, you thought she was a bad teacher?
I did. Out of all this, she never liked to give Jimmy credit. I mean, I know he was kind of a know-it-all genius, but all this, I know, of course, she hates Sheen. Like, come on, Sheen's an overactive, hyperactive child. You can't.
Yeah, I think Sheen. Listen, I'm not a psychologist, but I think Sheen has ADHD.
Yeah, she's like the one episode. I miss you all except Sheen. She's probably just exasperated from dealing with Sheen, but she definitely doesn't help Jimmy Neutron at all, or the other students. There's been episodes like, remember that episode when they went to Egypt and they somehow weren't even caught going to Egypt?
Well, they were caught at the end going, well, just because Carl ratted them out.
Yeah, it didn't help. And she still didn't do anything about it, I don't think.
She's like, 10 demerits! Oh,
yeah.
You know what? You found a lost doom. Okay, so free recess.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Fowl, I think, is, she's
funny, but she's not the best teacher.
I thought she was just kind of meh.
Yeah, I never really got into her as a teacher. I just didn't.
And, I do remember there was an episode of the one when Jimmy gets sent to college. Remember that one?
Yeah.
And she was saying, like, maybe this will help you understand the new chapter. Goes, Jimmy, I've decided we're going to skip that chapter because it has too many big words.
Yeah,
that will affect the self-esteem of our not-so-bright students.
Yeah, that's wrong. Why would she do that?
I don't know. Miss Fowl, maybe it's your job?
Yeah, it is her job, yes.
To teach them the chapter? I don't know, just a thought.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, what are we paying you for?
What are they paying her for? It's like she only teaches in the school, from what I remember. The coach, the gym coach. I don't remember any of the teachers on the show. So
The principal.
but yeah, I yield.
All right. Okay, my number 2 is the Trunchbull from Matilda.
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh,
Like, this woman is...
pure evil.
Oh, she is pure evil. Like, if anyone hasn't seen the movie, she basically, if children misbehave, she basically throws them.
Yeah.
And she also... And if she... And some of the other things she does, she puts them in a closet with nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, this woman sounds like a total sociopath.
Yes, not even bordering on. She is. I haven't seen this movie in years, but ooh, I remember this character.
Or even this, like, when she makes a kid eat a whole chocolate cake.
I remember that. Like, what does that do? What does that teach the child? Eat a whole chocolate cake.
Dude, I'm going to tell you this. I gained 20 pounds just watching that.
Yeah. I haven't seen
And
the
listen,
movie in many
I love
years.
chocolate cake. Chocolate cake is delicious.
Yeah.
But just watching that made me nauseous.
It just doesn't seem like the best thing to do. Make a child eat a whole chocolate cake. What does that teach the child except eat a whole chocolate cake and see what happens?
And she, like, throws students. She is a sociopath.
Exactly.
It's just, I would like a school with no children. Okay?
But how do you have a school?
It's just an empty building then at this point.
Yes. And then you're out of a job, Miss Trunchbull.
Yeah, have fun working at, I don't know.
McDonald's.
In which there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm sure
have fun being out of a job. Because, the
Pretty
school
much.
has no kids, so, your school's
Yeah.
become an empty building. Congratulations.
Exactly.
So, yeah, my number 2 is Miss Trunchbull from Matilda. All right, Vinny, who's your number 2?
So my number 2, I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head. So you remember Hey Arnold, right? The principal?
Yes, Mr. Wirtz.
He was a very funny character at points. It's not like he was a bad teacher. He just wasn't competent in what he did.
He was just not what?
He wasn't competent. I mean, he wasn't like evil, but he was not good at what he did. Like, just remember that episode where Helga's trying to sneak out, and he's like, "Where are you going?" And then she's like, and he basically takes the basically like she basically blackmails him and gets away with it.
This never happened. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
He basically doesn't do anything of much of note, like as a actual professional teacher or principal. He's not really that good at his job. I mean, he means well, but he's not competent at it.
But no. But here's what I don't like about him, and I'm glad you put this on his list, and thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Mr. Wirtz is he's just watching these episodes. He's just not that good.
Yeah, he's just not. He doesn't really know how to do his job. It feels
like the episode of what's it called, Principal Simmons.
Yeah.
In which he just goes crazy over the most dumbest things.
Yeah.
Like, when he's like, when Harold is just kicking a shrub.
Yeah.
He like gives him like an extreme punishment.
Yeah.
Or when Rhonda gets like a little bit of pain on the floor, he goes mop and bucket duty the whole week.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Or when Sid, during that assembly, when he throws an airplane at Mr. Simmons, which, to be fair, should deserve some sort of punishment.
Yeah, exactly.
but he calls him a wicked-minded animal?
Yeah, it's wrong.
And Mr. Simmons is like, Principal Wards, I have seen you lash out at students who deserve far more respect. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
And he said, no, being a principal, you need to be quick, decisive, and harsh.
That's not how
But
it
I think what I
works,
really
in my
think
opinion.
about that episode, Wards quits, Simmons becomes principal, but the problems with Mr. Simmons is he's the opposite of Wards.
Yeah, he just does whatever. You just do whatever they want, right?
If Mr. Wards is too harsh, Mr. Simmons is just too
Mellow.
nice.
Yeah.
And I think what's so good about that episode, it shows that, okay, maybe to be a principal or to work at a school, there needs to be balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I think you need to be strict because, you run a school with thousands of kids, so there's got to be rules.
Yeah. My theory on this is you have to be tough but fair. You can't
Yeah,
just.
you got to be firm but fair.
Yes, exactly.
But, like, should if students step out of line, should they be punished?
Yes.
Yeah. But should we be giving them extreme punishments for the smallest things?
No, we
No.
shouldn't be.
Like, I think that's the thing. I think, Simmons is too nice, but Warts is too harsh.
Yes.
Like, sometimes it's just with students, sometimes they say, hey, just don't do it again. But, but no. Warts, he's just. Or the episode when Sid, Stinky, and Harold moon Warts and Arnold
Yes.
was there, and he's basically forcing him to rat and threaten to put it on his permanent record.
And that's absolutely wrong, in my opinion. I agree.
Now, there's this channel, it's called School Principal Reacts, and he said Warts would not be a principal in schools. Like, superintendent would fire him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, listen, I think, when it comes to students, if someone got hurt, then that's an entirely different situation. Yes. Just because someone flashed their ass at him, okay, yeah, it's wrong.
But yeah,
and those students should be disciplined, but
yeah. At the same time, you can't force another student to snitch. I don't like that.
Like if someone got hurt, though, then
Then if there was witnesses and they want to, you kind of have to. But if it's something like mild, that's just wrong.
Yeah. There's one more thing before I go to my number one. The episode that we were talking about with Warts and Helga.
Yeah.
Do you think Warts may have been drunk?
I would not be surprised.
I wonder if that episode got scrapped. That's the episode with the flood, and in the end credits, he's singing "Way Down Yonder in New Orleans."
Yeah, I don't know. I know this show does have some like deeper meanings to it.
I don't know. I think maybe after Hurricane Katrina, maybe they shouldn't have shown that episode.
They probably shouldn't have. Yeah.
Or at least cut that last part out.
Yeah, did they actually do that?
I don't know, but I wonder.
I don't think they'd be able to show it there, at least.
What if they showed it in September 2005 after Hurricane Katrina goes way down yonder in New Orleans? And
that would be very awkward.
I would be saying to the execs at Nickelodeon, X-Nay on the Orleans A.
Yeah.
There was just a Hurricane A.
Yes, exactly.
I think they would probably either not show that episode or at least cut that part out.
They probably had to, knowing what happened.
Yeah, but who knows?
Yeah.
All right, Vinny, you ready for my number one?
Yes.
You would probably think the Trunch Bowl would be number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I got someone far worse.
Who?
Have you ever seen the movie Whiplash?
I've heard of the movie. That's the one with the drumming, right?
Yeah. The teacher, his name is Terrence Fletcher.
Yeah.
in an Academy Award-winning performance by the great J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, I've heard this is an amazing movie.
Oh, it's
Actually, it's based off somewhat of a true story too. So
this was I actually watched it for the first time ever.
yeah,
And this is also a favorite of Dr. Matt Hemsley. So
yeah,
shout out to
Matt.
Dr. Hemsley. What was that?
I was saying, yeah, Matt.
Yeah, but
Great
anyway,
movie.
I watched this for the first time. Okay. Here's what's so good about. Okay, and by good, I mean. Okay, Fletcher is a total psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, here's how they write him. They write him as someone who's, first tries to be your buddy,
Yeah.
He's asking Miles Teller's character, hey, what's your family life like?
I forgot Miles Teller was in this movie way back when.
He says, well, my dad's an English teacher and is a high school English teacher, and my mom kind of left when I was young.
Aww.
And then, he's first complimenting him because he is like an elite professor. He is like an elite professor, and Miles Teller's character is like wants to get into his class.
Yeah.
Because he is like supposedly the best of the best. Okay, warning, I'm gonna have to give some spoilers. And then, he's telling them all this, and then when he starts playing with the drum with Fletcher's band, at first he's like, okay, you were a little off. Still off. Okay, there is a difference between constructive criticism and what Fletcher's gonna do.
Exactly.
Fletcher just sits there and berates him in front of the whole band.
Yeah,
he said, oh, what? Your daddy's a teacher and your mommy abandoned you and you have no friends. I'm like,
I'm kind of shocked. I'm shocked his band didn't give up on him after that. On Fletcher, that is.
And he's just sitting there. Like, he's not just sitting there giving him constructive criticism. He's
breaking him.
He's breaking him. And he's like, play this again. And he's like, and there was like the part when he's trying to practice it, and Miles Teller's character is literally playing until his freaking hands bleed.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yes.
And that scene, let me tell you, dude, it is hard to watch.
I've heard it's an amazing movie, but you don't want to watch it more than once.
And no, he like straights up. He straights up breaks him. And
yeah, I mean, I've heard it's an accurate movie to an extent, and I've heard it's based off somewhat of a true story, but
and it gets to the point where he breaks him so much.
Yeah.
Like he misses his bus or something, Miles Teller's character, and he literally tackles Fletcher to the ground.
Yeah.
And he gets thrown out of the school. Okay, to be fair, yeah, he kind of deserved that. You assaulted a teacher, so.
Yeah.
But then, okay, this handles a very dark subject.
Yes.
So if they're told in the movie that a band member of them died in a car accident.
Oh.
And then it is later found out, they speak with the family of that band member, and it turned out it wasn't a car accident. It turned out that he killed himself.
Oh no.
Because he couldn't handle the pressure that was brought on by Fletcher.
Oh God.
So not only does he berate students, he basically drives them to kill themselves.
Yeah, it's not good.
He makes the Trunch Bowl look like freaking Mr. Simmons.
Or like Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus.
Yeah, he makes the Trunch Bowl look like Miss Frizzle.
The Magic School Bus.
Like, as bad as the Trunch Bowl is,
shouldn't go to that level.
He drives a student to kill himself.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
how he's not in jail for that.
and well, in certain things, you can't really prove that he had something to do with it.
Yeah,
Like maybe in like a wrongful death lawsuit, maybe, but I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not
Um,
either.
but no, he is. And then, yeah, spoiler, like again, Fletcher, after all that, the dean, actually being sensible, fires him.
That's surprising.
And then he meets Miles Teller's character at a bar. Okay, and this is the
Yeah.
thing he says that really, really hurts, that really makes me want to scream.
What?
He says, listen, I know I was tough on you, but I do that to push your potential. Okay,
No, no.
listen,
I don't believe that.
I am okay with teachers being tough on students
Yeah,
to show that they can do it. Listen, I've been pushed before,
I have too.
and at least those teachers, even though they're tough, I do believe they have good intentions.
I don't believe that J.K. Simmons had good intentions in this movie.
Yeah, and you know what he tries to, again, that manipulation tactic. He breaks him down, tries to get him to be his buddy, and says, "Hey, why don't you come to this performance and play the drums?" But then when he finds out that Miles Teller's character testified against him, he basically tries to sabotage him
Oh God.
by saying, "Hey, we're actually playing this piece." Actually, no, we're playing this piece. I know you ratted me out, you asshole.
Well, I mean, he deserved to get ratted out, did he not?
Oh, he did deserve to get ratted out. And you know what?
Absolutely.
Listen, again, I'm okay with teachers being tough on students.
Yeah.
But it's got to be tough within reason.
Yeah, Fletcher's not reasonable in this movie. I agree.
And I'm like thinking, if he's been like that for years, I'm like sitting there watching the
How did he
movie.
get away with it for so long?
How'd he get away with it? I think in a just and sane world, the moment that a student came forward, he'd be gone.
Here's a small issue. Tenure. If you had tenure, it takes a lot of effort to get fired if you have tenure.
Oh, trust me, I know that.
Yes, I do too.
He'd be. No, won't get into details on air, but I've had to deal with something like that.
Same here.
I'm not going to get into details on air, but
Yeah.
no, like in a just insane world, he'd be fired the moment someone came forward.
Yeah, and you probably go out of school in handcuffs.
And it's sad that in this, and I know this is a movie. You know what? First, I have to say, bravo to J.K. Simmons. What a great performance.
Yeah, I think there's very.
You know
few...
what, J.K. Simmons, if you're watching this, and I know you are, if you got me to hate your character, that means you did a fantastic job.
There's only one other actor I can think of who did it to that level.
But it's sad in the movie that it took, I don't know, a student to freaking kill himself to get them to fire him.
Yeah.
What about those other students who may have developed, I don't know, mental health issues because of him?
Yeah, it's even worse.
Or, Miles Teller's character, like when he's like berating him, he's like, "Do that staff, sight read it, Baba. What are you in an acapella group? Or are you upset? Are you upset? Say you're upset."
Yeah.
That's not a teacher.
Never.
That's a bully.
I never watched this movie. It's brutal from what I've heard. And
It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong.
I like it. It's about jazz drumming, and I love jazz. But yeah, I don't want.
But all I gotta say is, this is why Fletcher's my number one. He's not a teacher. He's a bully.
He's not just a bully. He's a psychopathic bully.
Oh, he's a psychopath. The guy's a total psychopath.
Exactly.
I don't think any just university in this world would hire someone like him.
I don't think anybody would hire him. Nowhere.
All right, so my number one worst teacher in movie and film, Terrence Fletcher from Whiplash. Vincent, my friend.
My number one, you remember the show Recess?
Yes.
The teacher, Miss Finster, I think her name is, right?
Okay.
The one that's actively trying to sabotage the students. Has that one student, Randall, is like her snitch, which literally is like a rat. I look at it. He looks like a rat. She has him rat out the other students to her. She's not a great teacher. She's not a nice teacher. And she also is actively, she doesn't like the TJ kid, the one who's like the stereotypical, what's it called? I remember in the movie, you ever seen the movie Recess School's Out?
I have seen the movie, yes.
She's based, and its principal actually has some really good points. So that's the thing. The TJ kid doesn't like was angry they're trying to get rid of summer vacation, and the principal's like, "Don't ever say I wanted to get rid of summer vacation. Those are some of the last good memories I've left." The principal's I mean, they all can be very vicious. Like her, the principal. At least the principal had a heart. Miss Finster doesn't. In my opinion.
Well, counterpoint.
Yes.
Vinny, I'm sorry, I kind of disagree.
You agree? You disagree? Oh.
Yeah, and here's why. Okay, yeah, can Miss Finster be a little harsh?
Yeah.
Yes. No, there are episodes, though, she does seem she cares about the kids.
I don't remember the show as well as I used to.
Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, there is an episode where Spinelli is struggling when she has her first crush, and then Miss Finster is giving her a little pep talk.
I did not know that.
And then Miss Finster is giving her a little pep talk. Like, okay. Or she kind of has a bond with Spinelli. Like, there's an episode when Spinelli stays at her house for the weekend.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I mean, at least she has a bond with a student, at least.
And, it turns out that she was very good friends with Spinelli's grandmother.
Aww.
And, here's the thing. And can her methods be a little much? Yes, they can. Like, there's an episode called The Biggest Trouble Ever in which she has the gang do these extreme punishments, which, that's going a little overboard.
Exactly.
But, like, here's the thing, though. As she can be much.
Yeah.
Vinny, at the end of the day, okay, does she go a little too overboard? Yeah, but at the end of the day, everything else, Vinny, she's just doing her job.
I never really thought of it that way.
And no, I'm not trying to prove you wrong or anything. I'm just saying at the end of the day, she's just doing her job.
Yeah, I think the kid Randall, the snitch one.
Oh, he's
awful. He's irredeemable.
He's another type of villain. He's more like an everyday type villain, not like the one trying to take over the world. He's sort of like that student in class who try to kiss up to the teacher, or that coworker you have who tries to kiss up to the boss.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
Don't be a brown noser, folks. No one likes it.
That is true. It doesn't get you anywhere.
But no, and I wasn't trying to sit here and prove you wrong, though, Vinny. But I'm just giving my observation. Like, at the end of the day, she's just doing her job.
That is true, and that's what all the teachers are doing. They're trying to do their jobs, some in different ways than others.
Listen, you have to monitor a playground with a bunch of kids. I'd go crazy too.
That actually does make a lot of sense, come to think of it.
But no, and you have to do that every year from September to June. A bunch of other people would probably go crazy.
That is actually a real good point.
And you got to look at it this way. Yes, we're doing deep dive analysis into Miss Finster. You got to look at it this way. Like, there's episodes, like when she's living in the episode when she's watching Spinelli for the weekend, she's in an apartment. You could probably tell she has no family. She probably has never been married, has no kids.
Yeah,
and
that's sad.
And maybe she's angry, maybe because she's depressed. I don't know.
I never thought about that. Not only that, who knows how long she's been teaching? She's been teaching for decades upon decades. I'd be miserable.
Yeah, there have been, even in the show, even in the show, she said that she's been there since 1968, at least.
And this show took place in the 90s, late 90s.
So she's been there for at least 30 years.
Way over retirement. So, yeah.
You know what? Because at this point, she's probably just burnt out.
You know what? I never thought of it that way. That makes sense.
She's probably just like counting down the days. She's probably like calling the school district. Can I retire yet?
Yes, I could say
retire, please.
She's probably begging to retire and have some money coming in.
Can I please retire? I've been doing this for over 30 years. Please, I just want to lay on a beach somewhere in Florida and enjoy myself.
Exactly.
I'm done. Like, I don't think she's evil. She's probably
just burned out.
She's probably burnt out and is just begging to retire.
Yeah.
And like I said, at the end of the day, can she be harsh? Yeah.
She can be. Definitely.
But like I said about 5 times, at the end of the day, she's doing her job.
That is a good point. All the teachers outside of Fletcher, who he just goes above and beyond. Or
Trunchbull too.
8 of these 10 teachers are just mean well. They just want to do their jobs, go through their lives. The circumstances happen. Trunchbull and Fletcher, no, they're not. Sean.
Yeah, they don't have good intentions. They
don't.
They're just sociopaths.
And that's the problem with a lot of teachers. They have good intentions. But as we all know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Absolutely.
They can turn out good. They can get burned out and turn bad. Anything can happen to anybody like that, really.
Yeah, because like I said, though, with someone like Finster or even Wirtz, Mr. Wirtz from Hey Arnold, I could just say at the end of the day, they're just doing their jobs.
Yeah.
But, people like Fletcher or Trunchbull,
they're not redeemable. They're not meant to be.
Nah. Okay, so I guess that's it.
Yep, that's all.
We'd like to thank you all watching, listening, no matter what way. Hopefully JT will be back next week.
Yes.
I probably won't be. I'll be on vacation, but who knows? Maybe I'll do the show beachside.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you want to see my Speedo?
I don't know if that's PG.
Oh, who cares? All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out Vinny's Music Corner, and don't forget to check out the Sports Insanity Network and the Sports Insanity Podcast.
Yes.
NFL season is coming soon, so stay tuned for all our NFL coverage. So thank you for watching, folks. Stay safe and take care. And be awesome.
Be awesome.